All right, so welcome to session 32.
Crazy.
It doesn't take long to add up when you play weekly. Like our other game that's been on temporary hiatus while we had some tech issues. We're up to like 41 or so, and that's over like 2 years. Ah, well.
2 years, 2 years of tech issues.
And no, we've had tech issues since like December. There was
Oh, okay.
like some issues with Mikhail's OBS, like our streams stutter and stop like 5 minutes in. We've been trying to troubleshoot it for like 8 weeks now.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, we have
Is
tried
it
basically everything.
is it the Forbidden Land one?
Yeah. So the nearest we can figure is there might be something with his overlays that is causing a conflict someplace. We've literally tried everything else. So, all right. So, in regards to our game, you guys have been traveling west from your settlement, trying to find some sort of livestock or something they can use to replenish stores that were lost when the orcs invaded your village. They destroyed your market, they destroyed your pastures, your gardens, your farmland. Luckily, no people were lost in the war, but getting stocks in is quite important to you. So you've been traveling west, ran into some livestock, but decided that you did not want to try to domesticate cows made out of solid metal. For
I tried, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the team would have frowned upon it.
yeah,
Hard to know.
but as you traveled, you've made your way out of the woods and into kind of grassy plains, badlands type of area. You found a little oasis as you scouted, with some animals, including crocodiles and the like, that you're thinking maybe might have something. But when you bedded down for the evening to get some rest before going to explore that area, you were beset by these wolves made of solidified shadow that seemed to be sent by the same entity that had sent the ghostly figures to you in the ruins of the castle. A ghostly figure that seems to desperately want the items you possess, the sword, the scepter, the crown. In this case, making a particular drive for the sword. Desi suffered some damage. Luckily, didn't lose a limb or her life. But as these things dissipated, their final words to you, to Trustius, were that they would have a conversation with his boss. And that is where we left off, with you guys trying to figure out what to do with that particular revelation.
Goldie's gonna need an icon, I guess.
Yep. Caldy slept through everything last time.
I'm old man. I got an old man's pain.
But yes, it is the wee hours of the morning. Nobody has gotten any sleep or rest. But I'll turn the scene over to you guys.
I mean, we drove them back, but we didn't exactly win this fight.
It's hard to
Tropius,
tell.
what did that thing mean by it's going to speak to your boss?
I'm not entirely sure. To my knowledge, I'm not employed by anyone.
Could it mean the book?
Book has not shown any signs of sentence. Doesn't speak to me like the sword does to Desi.
You get your ability to cast magic from some entity or something like that?
Necromancy is part of me, as far as I know.
I thought you got it from blood.
It's different magic, Golding. The magic from the blood came from the book. Given time, you could learn to do it yourself.
I'm 72. I don't know if I have time to become a necromancer now.
I don't
Just
want to make
first aid on yourself.
It's just be a big career change, going from economics into necromancy.
I mean, don't want to make fun of anything, but I think it's would be fitting for like a crisis of being 80s to turn to necromancy.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll if I turn on my 80th birthday, I will start reading Necromancy for Dummies.
Or we could just get you a beautiful palanquin with fast horses, and so you can put your energy toward that.
A man can dream.
Goldie, I'm fully 5 times your age. Don't feel bad.
Probably just shrugs.
No, what the beast was saying is beyond me. I don't understand. Unless it knows something about how I received my necromantic magic some 100 years ago or so. If that's the case, I'd like to speak with it again.
Chris, can I do like an insight check to see if I think Tresius is lying?
Sure.
Wow.
I mean, that's valid.
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Make that too, if that's all right.
He's been secretive before.
The wizard that uses demonic and necromantic magic is trying to explain his power. I would want
Yeah.
an insight check too.
Yeah, I
Not
kind of
worth,
want to make one. Is that all right, Chris?
Yep.
not worth pushing.
Desi does not.
All right. So insight will tell you, Trustius, you can let Caldy know what your primary emotion is at this point.
I'll message him on Discord
Perfect.
All right.
just to make it more interesting.
5 gold, I'll tell everybody.
Caldy can, in fact, be bought.
It is known. It's all right.
Well, if we're not fighting anything else tonight, I'd like to get back to bed.
Yeah, we'll still need some
Me too.
guards.
All
I
right.
really need some rest, but I can do a shift after I get some rest, or I can do the shift right now as long as I get some rest.
Is it nighttime?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll
It's like-
take it.
It's like
Can you not tell?
3:00.
Yeah, this was
I
like
don't.
middle of the
I
night
mean,
or
you
midnight
see
or
in
something.
the dark, right?
I'll take the watch.
Remind me to ask you about that when I wake up. I'm going back to bed.
Agreed.
Nighty night.
Mm-hmm. Yell if you need something. Wolves come back. Something growls.
Wolf?
I'm staying up with Colby since I slept before that shift.
Okay.
He can see stuff, and I can keep him awake.
Drestius will find the furthest corner of the tent. Kind of huddle up there with his book.
Desi sleeps fairly close to the door.
All right. So Kaldi and Okatai, you guys keep watch, keep the fire going. Before you know it, dawn starts to break. Everybody is still tired. So everybody that isn't Okatai or Kaldi can check the sleepy box on their character sheet.
Desi is staying in bed. Or bedroll.
Okay. You still have to.
And she is going. Yeah, I checked it, but she's going to try to actually get some sleep. When everyone else starts getting up and milling about, she just kind of pulls the bedroll over her face and rolls over and keeps right on sleeping.
All right. So morning. Everybody can roll for their food and water.
Do you want me to do that later when Desi gets up?
I may as well do it now. That way it's over with.
Okay. Did it not do my... Oh no, there's my water. Okay.
Looks like quite the pleasant day. No rain, no wind. Temperature is pleasant. So for those of you who are sleeping, basically you do not yet get to click your rest button, and the next time you rest, you get to remove the sleepy condition, but you don't heal anything.
So Desi just continuing to sleep isn't doing her any good at all.
Well, if you want to sleep through the quarter morning, you get rid of your sleepy condition.
Oh, she does. She is not getting up until someone dismantles the tent around her.
All right. So for the morning, what would folks like to do?
Well, if Desi's not moving, I'm not moving.
Yeah, I'm going back to sleep.
I'll stand guard again.
And what would Okatai like to do?
Think I'm
Eat
gonna
everyone
try.
else's breakfast.
Well, I prepared breakfast and nobody's waking up, so I'm gonna eat breakfast.
I'll eat with you. More hardtack for me.
Here, I'll have some more bacon. And I think I'm gonna train.
Okay.
Like to train to go to react faster.
All right.
I don't remember the name of the talent, but picking one more initiative card.
Lightning.
Yeah, I want to do that shortly too.
Lightning fast, I believe it is.
Lightning fast.
Yep, lightning fast.
All right. Caldy, you can give me a scouting roll.
Oakley dokley. I don't think I'm going to push that.
Right. So a
Let that one
few hours into the morning, You know, you see Okatai's, practicing drawing his weapons and, darting his eyes around, keeping aware of things, basically practicing increasing his reaction time.
Okay.
The other three are like sawing logs in the tent, leaving you kind of like by your lonesome as you keep an eye around. And kind of coming through the brush, you guys are kind of camped on like the edge of the forest where it starts to segue into like more plains area. You hear something large moving in your direction. You kind of like get a little bit of a vantage point on like one of the stumps around the campfire. You look, and you see a bull, or at least the head of a bull, and then you see the body, which is not a bull but a human.
Oh boy.
And
Human's headed our way, right?
it seems to be headed directly towards your camp.
I was just say over to Okatai. It says, Okatai, cover me for a second, and then I'll walk out, kind of meet it before it gets to the camp.
Okay.
Minotaurs are intelligent, I think.
You can make a laurel.
Didn't we stuff one of them back at the end?
Uh-huh.
Lore is wits. I'm not pushing.
Okay.
I might need those later.
You know that there was a couple of them fighting with the orcs that attacked your village. There's one of them currently mounted like stuffed in the Half Pint Inn.
Right.
Right. Are you approaching openly or stealthily?
Openly. Saying, top of the morning to you, son. Sonny.
Kind of stops and very quickly kind of like reaches back like it's intent to draw a weapon, but there's nothing there. It kind of like lowers its head, the sunlight kind of glistening off the sharpened horns, which are like inlaid with like semi-precious gems and looks like probably silver etching.
Whoa. Okay.
That your fire?
It's our belongs to my friends, and they're helping me out. Are you down on your luck? They could probably help you out too. We could power in numbers, right? Number and powers, something like that. Might even have a bite to eat to share. We're not wealthy, mind you, but there's game around if you're good, if you're patient enough. What's your name?
Khan.
What was that? Juan?
Khan.
Okay. I'm Mr. Figgis. Pleased to meet you.
Kind of like looks down at you like it towers over you.
I know, I'm terrified.
You're awfully brave to be out here alone, even with a small group. I like that.
Well, ambition. Ambition sometimes gets you into trouble, but you gotta strive for the top, right? Could always find employment for a being that could help me get there.
I do not seek employment.
How can I help you, my friend?
I would appreciate food and water if you have it. Perhaps a chance to sit for a moment. As you can see, I am unarmed.
I'm sure. I'm sure you're more than capable without a blade. But come, welcome. And I introduce our new friend to Hey Okata, meet my new friend. And I introduce his name.
Well, that's a new one, Colby.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing my. Can I give him like a die of my food and water?
Sure can.
D8 and D10.
And yeah, and this Minotaur, you can see like they are obviously very very well muscled, but there
Oh
are
yeah.
numerous scars across the body. Not wearing any armor or anything, but like simple kind of like traveler's clothing. This- Thank
They
you.
warned me about letting you go alone, but this is a new one. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you, stranger.
Thank you. They seem to be like they're looking around, kind of warily. They kind of eye the tent where everybody is snoring. And once they deem that there's no like immediate threat, they will have a seat, start eating the rations, drink the water like they haven't eaten for like a little bit.
Were you traveling, or are we in your hunting ground?
My partner and I were traveling. Unfortunately, we were set upon by slavers.
Ugh,
Probably will curse and goblin
fucking,
and then say slavers and spit.
I fucking hate those guys. Uh, is your friend in a situation where he could be saved, or are we taking like massive injury?
No, we fought against the slavers, and Markut was killed. I escaped, but once I regain my strength, I will be going back.
Because that would not be the first slaver we get rid of. Were there some of them wearing like red toga by any chance?
Yes, they are a scourge.
Yeah, well, we've been clashing with them everywhere we meet them. Are they close by?
I ran through the night, hoping I could find some place to rest, find some food. I can track them back.
Let's discuss that in the morning. Fill your belly and we'll introduce you to the rest of the party in the morning.
You need to rest a bit.
I don't wish to impose.
I
No
mean,
imposition.
we've been fighting those guys for a while, so if you're willing to trade some information about where they were and where they went, uh, that make you feel more comfortable trading than just taking.
Yes.
That's something that would be of interest to us. Making less of them is an habit and quite useful for us.
Thank you for giving me some respite.
Maybe you can get some blood out of them tomorrow too.
Oh, there will be blood.
All right. I guess I go back to keeping watch.
Okay.
I keep a close eye on him too.
He'll kind of like curl up in front of like one of the logs near the fire. And before long, he's asleep.
Keep an eye out, Goldie. I'm not far if you need me.
Thanks. Can't kill everything, right?
I mean, this time you didn't get hunted by anything. No, like flying lizards or.
Yeah, I still have most of my fingers.
When you wander off, I'd rather you meet someone you can speak with than someone who just gonna hate you.
Yeah, I get it.
I know it was not on the plan, but maybe we need to kick some slavers' butts.
Well, we'll bring it up to the group tomorrow. I have no love for slavers, but not much profit in it.
Yeah. I just don't like them being too close to home. But
We
yeah,
have a problem
let
with
them-
Desi and her sword because slavery was legal here. The sword didn't work right.
I remember something about that. Was it because the worshipping of demon was legal in the village we were attacking?
Yeah, I think so. Well, either way, we have the knowledge, so so will Desi, and we'll decide tomorrow. All for
It's
one, one for
not
all.
technically tomorrow. It's not technically tomorrow. It's this afternoon. We're still just in the morning.
Jeez. Yeah. Dawn, dusk, it's all the same to me.
These should be up by noon, I guess. I'll go back to training.
All right. The rest of the morning passes uneventfully. You guys who were sleeping, you can take off your sleepiness, but you do not recover.
But we count as rested, right?
Uh,
We have 24 hours before we have to sleep again.
yes.
Cool.
Well, Calder will make the introductions to Braun
Con.
and
Con.
Khan. Sorry.
So I wake up with a big yawn and I do a double take as I see a sleeping minotaur by our fire. What the?
Always going with a finger for wake him.
What the? Why?
Does he look at all like any of the minotaurs from the siege on our village?
Yes, he does. I mean, in as much as, Minotaur's, bull head, muscular body.
Right, but
Arms, 2 legs, yeah.
nothing distinctive that makes him stand out, like a uniform or you know.
He does have, basically like tribal markings etched into his horns and inlaid with silver and precious gems. You've never seen that before. And he's not wearing any armor. He's just wearing like traveler's clothing.
Okay, so the horns stand out compared to the guys that we fought.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't look like one of the ones that besieged our village. So, who is he?
This is Khan. He was running all night. I offered him a little bit of food and shelter. He and his partner got waylaid by slavers. The red toga ones. So, just thought, why fight everything, right? Let's help for once.
Sure, pick the
And
battles. No point in fighting unless you absolutely have to fight.
yeah, don't start none, won't be none. Uh, so anyway, Okatai would like to speak to you on the subject of maybe tracking these slavers and making them pay. And Caldy puts his fingers up and kind of waves it in the air as he turns around and heads to one of the sleeping bags and says, "I, for one, am neutral on the idea, so I abstain my vote."
I'm just saying that the slavers, if they're like a night away from here, are probably close to the village.
Desi will finish rolling up her pack. We're going to fight slavers for who now? And when she comes out, she'll have Brieth half out of her scabbard.
Either for this Minotaur or the greater good or our village or some combo of the three.
I mean, it's not nothing I'm adamant about, but if they're close to the village, I'd rather get rid of them.
That's a minotaur.
Yeah, that's where I was going before that part. Yeah, Colby went away for a little while, as he does when he's keeping watch, and he came back with a friend. Nothing tried to eat him this time. And that Minotaur was... He and his friend were attacked by the slavers, and he managed to get out, and he ran all night and got here. But they got his friend. Like, from what I got, his friend got outed by them. He's not... We cannot save him anymore.
We're helping a minotaur.
Chris, what does Trustius know about Minotaurs?
Trustius can give me a laurel.
I suppose it would have
After-
been easier just to ask for a laurel.
I mean,
After some of them fucked up our village.
the Minotaur didn't specifically ask for help. He just mentioned that they were a slaver not far. I suggested maybe we don't like them.
Well, we don't like them. Because they're assholes.
Yep, that was my point.
Sorry, what direction did the Minotaur come from? Like, did he come from, like, the direction of our village, so the slavers are potentially already in that area, or a completely different direction?
Give me 1 second. I'll consult my map.
Gonna have a talk with Caldy about where he goes to take a piss in the middle of the night.
The Minotaur came from kind of the east-northeast. So more towards the swampy type area.
So a bit
Slavers do
above-
like their swamps.
They keep losing cards there.
Oh, they do.
You'd think those slavers would be smarter, but, they're dumb slavers, so...
All right.
One success in the lore.
Right. So you know that Minotaurs are, in very broad terms, fairly brutal flesh-eating crossbreeds of humans and cows. They function as mercenaries, guardians, thugs. They tend to take pleasure in just going and beating people to a pulp. So they are generally not very pleasant.
Are they predominantly evil or just chaotic?
They are creatures that revel in violence.
Well, can relate. These creatures are dangerous, but are known to work as mercenaries. It's possible that we could bargain with it.
I mean, he didn't ask us anything. Colby offered him just a place to rest, a bit of water. He didn't ask us for help, but the fact that slavers are nearby can't fault me for thinking about it.
No, I agree completely. If the band is small enough for us to tackle it, we should do what we can to eliminate it.
And from what I hear, he intend to just go back and once he has a rest and drank a bit, he intended fully to go back and try to enact revenge on them.
Sounds like his kind. It's what they would do. I'm not against putting the end to some slavers.
But like I said, he didn't ask for anything. He's not requiring or asking us to help him with that. He just needed a place to rest. I thought it was fair to him.
Well, if nothing else, and we free some slaves, there'll be more people for the village. And less slavers.
Yep.
If we're voting, I would put my vote towards hunting these slavers down with the assistance of our new friend Colin.
I have a question,
Yeah.
and it's we rescue people and we send them back to the village, which is good and fine. And I'm definitely not against ending some slavers. And when the orcs came, Caldy told them we were ruling by council. So there wasn't just one person in charge.
Yeah.
We've never talked about it. And I'm not being weird about it. But we've never actually
Yeah.
made any laws about the village or any hard and fast rules that everybody has to follow, or don't invite demons or make pacts with things, don't steal from your neighbor.
Don't
Half of those rules would be very awkward.
Why?
I'm kidding. Put your sword down.
That's part
we
of
can at least
why
agree on not sacrificing people.
I'm not.
I believe what Lizzie's trying to say is that if we had formal laws of the land we control, then Briath would be more cooperative.
Do I mumble in my sleep?
You have explained quite clearly that Briath is argumentative at times when it comes to the letter of the law.
Okay.
With aside,
I was starting to wonder, like, I know you don't read minds. That's not a that's a living people thing. But that was a little creepy.
Oh, this side you do mumble in your sleep, but you don't make sense.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Fair.
Bria has put her sword point to my throat more than once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, that we have enough people that it would be fair to decide if we decide of things as a council, and once it's done, set up some ground rules.
Or we could just sit our asses down while we wait for Culty to sleep and figure some shit out. Like, in our village, Trustius doing necromancy is not illegal.
I would second that.
Do we
you might.
put any limitation on the practice of magic? Like, if somebody is allowed to practice magic in the village as long as X?
As long as the council approves of it?
Like a license.
Kinda? Yeah. If
Because
you
we
come to
don't
us and
want-
you say, hey, I can make the crops grow and I won't have to sacrifice somebody on every full moon, whatever it was they were doing, then, we're going to ask some questions and pass it through our resident magic people and say, yeah, okay, you need to, I don't know, twirl around 3 times in a naked field and then it grows. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. We just don't want to get into
That
a
works.
situation where there's sacrifice every month for something.
Yeah.
That's a
Or
big
that
no.
people are randomly doing magic that nobody knows about. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, summoning strange things and making other people slaves to their will, or I don't know, making their crops fail. Or
Trustius is looking very
I don't
uncomfortable on his feet. All those things he can do. He's just like, oh god.
It's fine as long as it's approved by the council. I want to destroy Farmer Jack's crop. This because he stole my chicken. Yeah, okay, fine. Just
Oh,
destroy
the
it.
top 3 things that are the worst things are the things that he does. Oh.
Oops.
So I think we can be in agreement saying that magic is prohibited in the lands we control without approval from the council.
Yes, but with approval from the council, it can be practiced.
Sounds right.
The council being the 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And just to be clear, for Bria's sake, do we agree that I am licensed to perform my magic?
Yes.
Yeah. I trust you not to fuck us over.
Well, I haven't yet.
Not on purpose.
As I've explained, magic is
Yeah.
sometimes
Kinda
chaotic.
wild. Got a mind of its own and stuff. Yep.
Okatai's magic is just as chaotic. He's just more careful with it than I'm able to be sometimes. More measured.
No, I said the other day that I trust you to be careful with your magic. Yeah, I trust you to be careful with your magic.
The council put its trust in.
And if you fuck us over, I'll kill you. So, I trust that you're not going to make me do that.
In my tribe before, there was some council of elders explaining the laws that they decided that we were following. I never imagined that it would look like that when those laws were set down, but makes as much sense as anything else.
God, I don't want to be on a council of elders. I'm not elder to anybody. I mean, Caldy makes sense. Caldy's elder to everybody. Oh, except Trustius.
I'm older than all 5 of you combined.
I'm pretty sure I'm younger than lots of the people in the village. I know I'm not old.
Probably twice over.
Probably. I'm not adding much to the number, I know that.
Well, is there any other specific laws that we should discuss? The simple ones, perhaps, in stealing, murder,
Slavery is illegal.
slavery is illegal. Yes.
Violence in the defense of the village is justified.
Say again, Okatai?
The use of violence is justified in the defense of the village or its inhabitants.
That would make sense.
Unless you've got 2 inhabitants who are fighting with each other. Then it stops making sense real fast. One person
Yeah.
got offended that somebody else looked at somebody else, and then fists are flying because everyone's been drinking, and shit happens.
If 2 members of the village are fighting, they're not defending the village, and will be judged as so.
I could write up a codified set of laws. It'll take some time and paper.
If
Just not that I could not understand, but we don't want to get into the legalese. Just having
Well-
good morals.
no, we do want to get into the legalese, and that way I'm less likely to kill anybody. That whole villager thing. Your example works that the 2 people aren't defending the village unless somebody is defending somebody. If somebody comes after Caldy, I'm gonna come to his defense. Goes after Trustius, because, I don't know, they don't like the color of his eyes. Then
I could change
gonna
them
come to
if you
his-
prefer.
I don't care. I'm used to your eyes the way they are. It would look weird if they were some other color.
All right.
What color are Trustius's eyes anyway?
I don't remember. I think they're green or black and white on our icon or our tokens.
Well, everything's black and white on our tokens.
Yeah, but I just don't remember what it colored. I could find out. I mean, they're normal.
Okay.
I think.
Normal for an elf.
That doesn't help.
How about swirling and they just change with your mood?
Well,
Clarifies
they
nothing.
they glow green when he uses his magic, but that sickly green magic that he has. But I think they're normally just green eyes.
Okay. So that whole defense of the village thing needs to be against outsiders.
So we need a clause against people betraying the village.
No, violence in defense of the village from outsiders is fine.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you've got me free to thump whoever I feel like it. and just claim that I'm defending somebody. So we don't want that.
Yeah, we could put outsiders or enemy of the village. That
No.
would cover if somebody becomes a traitor.
Well, if somebody becomes a traitor, then we need to have a way of figuring out that they're a traitor. I don't give me too much rope to hang myself with.
Perhaps we should start with the basics, common sense
Just-
laws.
If we just start with the ones about magic, that'll be a good way to start. So they are green? Greenish yellow? Is he doing magic in that photo?
Well, there is a death's head flying off his palm.
Yeah, a little bit, and some wispy stuff around his boots. Creepy.
I like the book.
It is pleasantly creepy. They're appropriately creepy. The black fingernails are a nice touch.
We'll have to get Chris to post that as a token one of these days.
It'd be funny to have one grim tome that spans all universes of the Chrisverse.
So yes, I can put together something that's clear. It'll take some time, but we can overview it over the next week or so.
Well, it's your neck I'm worried most about, so other than mine. So, take your time based on that.
We've agreed that that black magic is legal within our group and within our lands, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll have to do for now. Okatai's magic, obviously, would be considered the same.
Yeah, I trust Okatai not to do anything destructive on purpose.
You can control the weather, after all.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
That's
the new thing.
That's where the on purpose comes in. And this will hopefully give Brieth some guidelines so I don't, accidentally go on a killing spree.
Now I can indig made a few twills in the field and make it rain, so we'll have good crops.
I'm going to regret saying that, aren't I? That's going to be the bad example that haunts me. That's all right. I've said
I
worse
wish
things. Done worse things. Ugh.
Well, shall we wait for Calday to wake up so we could go hunt some slavers?
Is Verizon awake, or is he just laying there? Wait, that didn't make any sense. I mean,
it's
cold
technically
water
not his
splashed in my
time to
face.
sleep. It's technically not his time to sleep. It's the afternoon.
Yeah. It's never a bad time to sleep.
Point is, if he sleeps now, when he wakes up, it's the evening. And somebody will have to sleep for the night, and we don't have anything done today.
Well, we decided to go against some slavers, and we made some laws so Brieth gets off her high hip, high horse. So, that's not a...
Got some we got some slaver to clear, and we got the oasis not far from here, where we probably can find some cattle, but have to be on our guard. Couple of predators too.
It's a place to start, at least.
I suggest we reset our sleeping schedules and head out in the morning after these slavers, if Khan agrees.
Healed and fully rested up if we're gonna go and bash some slavers.
Yeah, I don't really feel like facing slavers half awake.
And hopefully Caldy can find some more arrows in his pack.
Oh, you're low?
Low is a relative term, but I do shoot a lot of arrows. Safer than my magic.
Well, if you're aiming toward us, yeah, a little bit. If you're aiming away from us, whatever.
So, Chris, I think the plan is to, what's this, the afternoon?
This is the afternoon.
Kind of spend this day doing stuff and things and then head out in the morning if Khan agrees. Is that what we're doing, guys?
Stuff and
Pretty
things.
much. We'd
Yeah.
probably want to know what Khan's plans are too.
Well, Khan's plans right now are to sleep.
Exactly. Caldy's
Um,
plans is to
I'll-
sleep and then train.
Yes, I was just about to say I plan to train this evening.
Well, we will go into the.
Training.
If we're not heading out anywhere.
Did I have a chance to train to roll for
Yes, give me your wits roll.
that's the word I was looking for in my head. Wits.
Okay, perfect. Yep. So the next time you rest, you can spend your XP.
To get what?
So for the afternoon, now that you guys have had all your discussion, you guys do have the afternoon to do things if you would like.
I'm going to attempt to learn sharpshooter.
Okay.
Could I go scout for animal tracks, or was that covered by exploring the X?
You know that there's a sizable number of animals at that oasis, so there's all kinds of tracks going to and from.
Okay. I'm just starting to see.
What would Desi like to do in the afternoon?
Choosing a bit easier
she's-
when we decide to do it.
She's going to be training. I just need to find my note as to what she's training in.
Okay.
I think it was melee charge that I wanted to go
Yeah.
up in. Let me just double check Path of the Shield.
Yeah. If you're just increasing something, you don't need to train. You just need to spend XP when you rest.
Oh.
It's just learning new things that you need to train.
Yeah, I don't think it was something. I don't think it was something new that I wanted to train last, or I wanted to get last game, but I also don't remember. And
I thought you were talking about charge.
I picked up the first level in melee charge, so it might have been just continuing that. Oh hell yeah! If I rank 2 of charge, because that gives me my modifies my attack +1, and then at rank 3 I get to add a d8. My goal is to get all my d8s.
So if you don't have to train, what is Desi doing in the afternoon?
Keeping an eye on the stranger. She'll
Okay.
take watch.
Okay. What would Ryzen like to do in the afternoon?
Thought I needed to train, but I just want to improve. I want to spend XP and improve a talent I already have.
Yep. So you can just do that while you're resting. You don't need to train.
Okay, in that case, I don't know. Do we need anything like food, guarding, scouting, or anything like that? Because if not, I don't know. I can cook. So I can cook if you need some food, or
I'm at a D10 for food, D12 for water.
If
I
I
don't
want to
have-
cook, we need something to cook, so I could go hunting.
Yeah, if you guys went hunting, then in the evening we could cook.
yeah, I can go hunting. I can go with somebody.
All right. So Caldi is sleeping. Trustius is practicing with his bow. Ryzen and Okatai are going hunting. And what was Desi doing? Oh, Desi's
This
keeping
is
watch.
keeping watch.
Perfect. All right. So Trustius can give me a wits roll.
This should be good. Can't push that, right?
You cannot. You can only push skill rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're fairly accurate and you're good at shooting on the move, but that kind of pinpoint accuracy necessary for sharpshooters so far eludes you.
Practice makes perfect.
Yep. Okatai and Ryzen, one of you can give me a survival roll with a +1 from the assistants.
I assume I have a better survival.
Roll a 5.
Mine's 8.
I'll help you then.
Okatai's all about the survival.
I have a good animal can, but no empathy to back it up.
One cool thing about for Forbidden Lands is that one lost stretch of sleep costs an entire day.
Yep.
So that was a wits roll, a survival roll.
Yep. Survival +1 from Ryzen helping you.
Really?
Oh, I'm gonna push that.
Oof. But you did get a success. So, assuming one of you has a ranged weapon or a trap, you do come across a rabbit. You can track and hunt the rabbit if you would like.
I would like to try to. So it's a range weapon skill.
Marksmanship, yes. And you get +1.
It's a lot of work for a rabbit. Chris, is that depending on how many successes you get?
What for the The prey.
Whether it's a yeah.
You roll on the table, and then if you choose, you can roll again for each success you got, but you can't go back to a previous roll.
Ah, I got you.
All right. You do manage to bring down the rabbit, which is worth 2 meat and 1 pelt. And Desi can give me a
Well-
scouting roll.
Rabbit Stevenites.
I mean, 2 units of food is a lot, right? As long as you keep it topped up.
Dizzy proves yet again she is not a scout.
She is not.
But she means well, ish.
So as evening rolls around, Caldy, you are awake. You can hit your rest button.
Yay! I started all that without realizing I was only had 1 agility left.
And you could spend XP if you want to, because you slept.
Yeah, it's I can only do 1 per quarter day.
Yep.
And I would like a new one, Path of Gold. I think that costs 3.
It does, and you don't need to make a roll for kin talents or profession talents. They're intrinsic.
Right, but it's not available in the items for us, the kin talents. So whenever you get a chance, drag it to my sheet if you can. All I can say are general talents.
Let's change that.
Oh, I can do
I can't
that.
access the minstrel talents. I can only access the general one.
Yeah, they're there now, Chris.
There you go. I just added them.
changed it. Spectacular, thank you.
Yep.
Path of Gold, level 1.
Level 3 is going to be so good.
Level 2 is pretty good too.
So the rest of you are starting to get tired. I mean, even though you haven't actually done anything, it's been a day. Khan is awake, and you do notice like he kind of goes out to the woods, like just to the edge of the camp, not leaving the camp, not like disappearing out of sight or anything. Kind of like rummages around and comes back in a bit with some various assorted leaves and bark and stuff, and he passes it to Rise and says, "I heard you say that you could cook, so these might help."
Is he offering me?
Just an assortment of like berries and roots and barks.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Name's Ryzen.
Khan, these should go nicely with the rabbit.
I just really started to learn to cook over the past few weeks, so
Most of my people don't see the need. But he kind of like goes and has a seat, and you notice like he seems just kind of down. And he'll look over at Cody and say like, "Thank you for your fire and for the opportunity to rest."
Khan, if you're willing to stay till morning, we'll go with you on your hunt for these slavers.
I would appreciate that.
You mind if I ask a question that might be a bit indiscreet?
I am a guest. You are the host, so ask whichever questions you wish.
I mean, we did have a scuffle with some people of your people. But I must admit, you're the first one I see with Orn decorated as much. Is it a question of culture, like different tribes?
In a manner of speaking, there are a small number of us that think we can be better than what we were made to be.
Set yourself on learning and being a better person.
Not in any official stance, but Martok and I and some others, we prefer a more peaceful path. But unfortunately, sometimes when you choose the path of peace, people will take advantage. And although I strive to be peaceful by nature, the slavers cannot be allowed to continue.
On this, we agree.
Well, lucky for you, I don't have any intention of having a peaceful nature, so I'm
I
gonna put an
try
end
to
to some
be.
slavers tomorrow.
I try to be in harmony with the world, but sometimes what the world needs is someone to be the hunter. Yeah. Those people, if those people chose violence, I'm gonna choose to hunt them down.
There's a place for everything. Many of my people take violence to an excess.
Hmm.
There,
Yeah, we know.
Everyone kind of side glances at this.
there's nothing to be gained from reveling in violence and bloodshed.
And that's my point exactly.
Desi looks around a little bit and goes, "What? Revel in it. I'm just good at it."
Trustius will look firmly and solidly at his feet.
Aldi will look firmly and solidly at Trustius' feet.
Do you guys think I revel in it? Do I revel in it?
Need to consult my book. I'll be in the tent.
That's not an answer, Trusty.
You don't revel in it. You're fine.
Maybe once in a blue moon, but no more than any of the rest of us, I think.
I mean, it's hard not to enjoy caving in a slaver's ribs. Because, fuck, they've earned it. You give people what they've earned.
Scuttles a little further back into the tent.
Aldi starts whistling and looking in a different direction.
The nice thing with slavers, no matter what I do to them, I don't feel bad.
That is a good point.
See? That's what I mean.
Well, that is the way many of my people feel about everything. So,
I think people should be free to make their decision, and slavers rob people of their choice. And those slavers specifically are probably,
Worse.
how do you say that? Worshipping demons? Yeah, worshipping demons.
Free will is very, very important. I've never signed anybody up to a 28% annual interest rate unless it was through their free will.
Denying people of their of their freedom is a thing, but then dooming their eternal soul and making pact with demons. There's an end to my patience.
As long as you don't lose sight of who you are. Perhaps if Martek and I had not lost complete sight of who we were, the slavers would not have taken him.
I have a lot of respect with trying to find balance, but yeah, remembering where your strengths lie and protecting your freedom to make those choices. Sometimes you fight for your ability to choose peace.
Yes.
Well, if we can help you work on this being better, and at the same time putting some slavery back in their place, that would be a good day.
I do appreciate your assistance. And he kind of reaches like into his kind of like into his clothing where he's got like a little pouch around his neck. He pulls it off and he tosses it towards we'll say Caldi since Caldi was the first person that he met.
What is this?
Before I adopted this new lifestyle, like many of my other people, I was for hire. And I believe it is customary to pay for assistance in dangerous endeavors.
All right, I'll look into the pouch.
There is the glint of gold in that pouch.
Caldy's favorite color?
My favorite color. All right, I'll just count it with my eye in there. I'll make the rough estimate. Caldy pretty good at that.
Yep. There's like 2 gold coins and about 20 silver coins in there.
Damn.
I see. Well, you've hired me. Anybody else coming along?
I mean, if he hired you, I bet Desi has a vow to keep you safe.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Desi
here's
gets
you,
60%
I'm
of this
going
coin.
along. I'm pretty sure Desi would go for free if somebody asked her nicely. She says as she
you gotta-
stretches.
You gotta own the. You gotta pay the bills, right? So.
Oh, am I doing that whole bargaining thing wrong?
Oh well.
I get all
We made a
excited.
deal when we came onto this island.
That's true.
Yeah. Do you need a? Do you need a weapon? Con.
Yes, unfortunately, I lost my woodsman's axe.
You prefer axes? Axes?
Not particularly, but it's hard to chop down a tree with a sword.
What would you use if you wanted to chop down slavers?
An axe, a spear, a sword, a stout branch.
A rock. Whatever.
I'm looking for the. Where's the items? Geez, now I can't see the items anymore. Just critical injuries and talents. Whatever the case, I would say a willpower that gives them a two-handed battle axe.
Okay.
Just guessing. That gives me a gold worth to spend. If it's more than that, let me know and I will spend 2. carefully and pull that out of the amazingly packed case I carry around. There you go.
Two-handed axe is actually 24 silver. So
Okay, so that's 3 willpower.
3 willpower.
That's I'll do it.
You have 3 willpower?
I have 4 left.
God damn it.
You did that last week.
It's like, thank you.
All right. How do you like it?
He kind of hefts it, gives it a couple of swishes. It will serve its purpose.
All right.
I will be ready to go when you are.
Do you see in the dark?
No.
I figured as much.
This is noon now, right?
It's evening now.
Okay.
I'm a skilled tracker, woodsman, and herbalist. I can follow the trail, but I can't see in the dark.
Yeah.
All right. So like first thing in the morning then?
When
sounds like the
you're
best
ready.
plan. How far away were they from? Like you ran all night?
I traveled at night. I can lead us back there. The terrain was quite swampy. They should not have been able to make much headway.
I mean, if we leave now, will we find them before dark?
No.
Yeah, that's what I guessed.
We may find them as it is dark. That would not be advantageous.
Might as well leave it.
Yeah, dawn sounds good.
So for the evening quarter day, what would folks like to do?
And watch, since I guess I wouldn't spend my XP until the actual Chris.
Yep.
I got a change of heart. I want to spend on what I want to buy.
Okay.
So I wasn't originally liking it, but especially for this battle coming up, I'm really liking this this last minstrel talent that I don't have any of yet, Path of the Warcry.
Okay.
So is that something I would have to buy? I would buy now or in the morning after rest. It's a minstrel talent, so
Yep. You spend the XP while you rest, so you would have it in the morning.
Yeah, we'll
I
need.
was gonna buy level 2 of the dodge one, but this Warcry thing, it's a great boost, especially for a fight like we're going into, and I have willpower. Whoosh.
Perfect.
We'll need either you or Tristis to cook the rabbit we brought back.
Okay, I'll cook the rabbit now then.
Okay. All right. So Ryzen is cooking. Who is anybody keeping watch?
I don't mind keeping watch twice in a row.
Perfect. All right. Desi, what would you like to do in the evening?
She's just gonna keep watch again.
Okay.
And Calder, you should sleep.
You want me to sleep now? Okay, I can do that.
I mean,
I'll In these little laws that you guys wrote up, did you decide who was treasurer?
What do you mean?
I mean, the coin goes to the settlement, not to
Oh
me,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Uh,
And that's Trevor asking. Somebody wrote that down, please.
yes, I'm gonna write it down. That's what I was going to say. I'm I'm taking care of that. It's 24 silver.
And 2 gold, I believe.
It was the coin pouch was a total of 20 silver and 2 gold.
Oh, okay.
That's a pile.
I thought it was like 20 silver meaning 2 gold, not 20 silver and 2 gold.
No, 20 silver and 2 gold.
Okay, that's twice as much as I expected. By the way, I've been keeping track of the money for the village with Ogatai. Money has a weight in Forbidden Land.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that we have lots of copper coin is weighting a bit.
No place to exchange it.
I can carry another unit if you need me to carry some.
For now, it's fine. I just discovered by fiddling with the coins that, yeah, they have a weight.
Oh man, it's so funny that I can carry 9 weight.
Does that weight get factored into our gear when we're looking at our character sheet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Encumbrance is huge in this game.
I got room for one more piece,
I mean, with
and
Packrat,
they're gonna be rocks.
with Packrat, I'm totally fine. But I just found it funny, and I wanted to tell all of you that money has a weight.
Oh yeah, when we realized that like just having even a single die in each of the 4 resources as your encumbrance, we're like, oh crap.
Yeah, that's where most of Trustius's is, because he carries arrows and torches, right?
Yep. All right. So Desi and Caldi are keeping watch. Ryzen is cooking. What is Okatai doing in the evening?
I thought Caldy was sleeping.
Oh, sorry,
I
Caldi's
just did
sleeping.
that.
Desi is keeping watch.
Yeah,
Okatai.
I'm gonna be writing.
Okay. Trustius.
Training for sharpshooter again.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with the scouting roll from Desi.
Oh, can I raise my thing again now that I'm resting again?
Yeah, if you've got the XP once you
I do.
once you rest. Yep.
Desi is not a scout.
Oh yeah, there would have been a penalty on that as well because it's dark, but fail is still a fail.
Yeah, I don't think Desi has ever succeeded in a scouting role.
Yeah, but you're awake, so it's just as good.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get a witch roll from Trustius.
Come on.
There we go. Finally get it figured out. You got to account for the wind and the distance and the arrow drop and the archer's paradox. By the end of the evening, as it gets on towards midnight, your fingers are sore, but you're confident in your ability to accurately hit things.
Hey, sharpshooter's a big talent for an archer.
Uh-huh. Ryzen, you don't need to roll for cooking, but you can roll a d6 to see how much of the food you manage to turn into rations.
What our friend brought back count as 1?
No, what he brought back counts as 2.
Ooh, so we can cook up to 4
Yep.
in the stew.
So yeah, make like a nice little rabbit stew. Basically 4 servings. So four dice worth of stuff, or alternately, people can just eat one and thus don't need to roll. Because I was reading rules and realized that I had completely forgotten that.
I did that once, just eating 1 ration to avoid rolling.
But yes, the herbs and barks and stuff that Khan found complement the rabbit quite nicely. He's definitely a very skilled herbalist, which is weird from a a species that is known to be like strict, like bloody carnivores.
Is Oh yeah, herbalist is a separate skill from alchemist.
It is. All right, and
Herbalist is the skill that makes it so that when you gather food, it counts as rest.
yes.
Okay.
So yeah, he gets +1 to forage. Foraging counts as rest, and the amount of vegetables you find when foraging is doubled. Okatai can give me a lore roll for making a scroll.
Yes. Won't be long. It's loading again.
Okay.
A low roll.
All right, so you can inscribe your scroll. Tony, our sorcerer in our game never makes scrolls. It's like,
Hard to find the time to do it.
oh, you make the time for something as awesome as a scroll.
All right, guys, I need 3 weeks.
This scroll was Serenity.
Okay. All right. So as night falls, Desi, it's quiet out here on the plains. You do see signs of the more nocturnal animals starting to rise and go about around the oasis type area. There's definitely still a lot of activity there, but nothing like everything seems to give your camp and your campfire a fairly wide berth. Nighttime. I assume everybody except for Caldi is sleeping.
I expect.
That would be my plan.
Perfect. All right. Caldi can give me a scouting roll.
I can. I could use willpower. Nah, I'm not going to push that.
Nighttime passes uneventfully. Everybody can finally hit their rest button.
Yay!
Well, it was a long go, though, wasn't it?
Man.
All right. So that last rest, I bumped my new talent up to just 2nd level. Okay.
Sure.
That costs 6, right?
Yep.
And I'm bumping melee charge.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody who rested can spend their XP.
And I'm buying lightning fast at 1.
Okay.
Take a sharpshooter, too.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Did you already have one?
Warcry 1.
I got one on my training, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I have to take it then. No, I have to take number 1 now, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
You train during the day and then you ruminate on what you learned while you rest.
I have more XP than I have willpower by a long ways.
Right now, I wish I had as much XP as willpower.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if anyone has too much willpower, I'll take it.
I've only got 4, and we're about to go into a fight with slavers, so no.
Hey, Chris, can you add Path of the Warcry to my character sheet? Because I'm not figuring out how to drag it today.
Yep, no problem.
I have 4 willpower left, Trustius. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
No, keep it. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just looking into my talents to see if I need any willpower for fights.
Talent in your profession is the same cost as a general talent, right? It's still 369?
It is. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. The only change is if you're a spellcaster and you don't have a teacher.
Which is why we have to go south at some point.
Yep.
You don't want to spend 27 XP for level 3.
I don't.
I'm thinking about spending 9 XP to learn the level 1 of the third path.
It's such a nice freaking power.
But I'm not. There is too much talent to buy.
And
All
they
right.
get better with age.
Morning comes. Nice day, gentle breeze, no rain, no wind. For the first time in a long while, when you guys are ready to travel, the weather is actually cooperating with you.
Thank you, Okatai.
Everybody can add their food and roll for their food and water. And
Ouch! I lost on both of those.
yep. And don't forget, you do have 4 things of food that can be divvied up.
I'm at D10, D12, so I'm good.
I'm actually going to encourage Khan to eat some. You know, this is his thing, so we're going to go help him, and also he should be well nourished for this.
Well, thank you. And yeah, he'll take some of the food, and he's got like a little bit of water in his water skin. So
Yeah, I gave him a dice of each, right?
you did.
Does he have to roll that too?
I suppose he should. Oh, he's out of food, but he will take some of the rations to bring him back up to a D6. All right. So when everybody is ready, Con will he kind of goes over and he kind of looks at one of the trees, kind of figures out based on the way the branches are going, the leaves are turning, kind of which direction is which, and then he's like, "We need to go this way."
All right. Caldy will walk proudly behind him.
But apparently,
Little Yoda strutting right next to the Mandalorian.
Yeah. So he does not need to roll for lead the way because he's been to this hex already. But somebody should be probably scouting.
I will scout.
Okatai will leave.
Do I lead the way if he's guiding us?
No, he will lead the way and he doesn't have to roll because he's been to the hex already.
They just need me to scout.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to push that.
Wow.
All right.
I'm going to impress our new friend here.
Yeah,
What a
apparently.
great leader I would be.
You brought 4 gold? I'll keep an eye.
He's like, He kind of gives a little nod of respect. So as you're traveling, and after like 2 or 3 hours of travel, it starts to get a little bit kind of wetter, a little bit soggier. and you start to see here and there little patches of like kind of like a very thin tar kind of bubbling to the surface. And the ground kind of gradually gives way into much swampier material, much swampier land. And periodically, Khan will stop and kind of take a look at, like, check on the trees. And you can see what he's looking for is apparently as he traveled away from the slavers, you see at about head height for him, maybe 3 or 4 inches higher, there are little scuff marks on some of the trees. Basically, as he came through, he would just nudge them with the tips of his horns.
Nice.
But Kaldi, as you're kind of like, keeping an eye out in all directions, just in case, you find kind of floating in a puddle some debris. Looks like worked wood. Part of a chest, maybe. And then a little bit further on, definitely like the metal bands of a chest. And then a little bit further on, you start to see some like ruined buildings. There's like some sort of like ruined campsite settlement. You're not sure what.
Kind of pull over Dizzy and Khan to point this out to him. Just, do you guys know anything about this?
I did
About
not.
what?
I point out the debris and the sign of the settlement. You guys blind?
Mhm. Just looking out for different things than you are.
I didn't see this when I traveled, but it was dark.
Do we investigate or continue?
I don't think we're much farther from where the raider camp was, the slaver camp. I don't think if it doesn't take too much time, we should be okay.
Yeah, I'd rather. All right. Can I give a little scout through there?
You can if you would like.
I would like. And I'll say, and I'll sneak in and take a little gander at what do I see.
You definitely, as you're looking around, you see it's quite wet. It looks like partially flooded, but there's 4 quasi-intact buildings, some ruined statuary. You definitely see the glint of what looks like a chest. The glints of other chests kind of in the water.
This doesn't count as being in a room, right?
It is not a room.
Okay. I'll go back to the group. I did that one stupid thing today. I didn't see any sign of life, right? No, like smoke or anything, right? Just ruins.
Correct.
All right, so I'll say it looks abandoned or destroyed a while back, but there's chests there. Might be resources there. Might be money there. And he looks to the sky longingly, like he's dreaming of an old girlfriend. Money. I think we should check it out. I didn't want to jump in solo. I'm getting a little too old for the adventuring. And then he turns right around, and goes back there.
I mean, if it's ruins, might as well.
That was Caldy speak for. Please, Desi, don't let me die.
Don't go too far ahead of me. Should be
Oh,
fine.
he's going slow. You guys can follow. Yeah, he's not hiding in branches or bushes or anything.
Short little legs.
All right. I'm going to say let's try this one first, and without even looking to see if anybody's behind me, I'm going to go into one of the buildings.
So much for only one stupid thing.
Okay.
That was not stupid. Perhaps unwise.
All right. So which building would you like to go to?
This is the map, eh?
This is the map.
The one. I think I'll try the small one first at the top.
Okay. This one. That one.
That one, yeah. That's the one.
Right. So, as you make your way over there, going by yourself.
I imagine the rest of us will be, close.
Please stay close.
Okay. All right. So give me a scouting roll.
I don't think
Wow.
I'm going to push that.
Oh, that's a great roll. So as you make your way into this looks like it might have been at one point like a trading post. Like there's some like rotted, like furs and blankets, some rusted hunting traps. Definitely some sort of trading outpost that's definitely seen better days. But as you're kind of looking around, as you're making your way to the building, you see something moving in the water over here. With 3 successes,
Okay.
it looks like basically it looks like a patch of algae on the top surface of the water that is moving against the little bit of current that is there.
Okay, so that's if I saw that, I don't know if I'm going in that room. If I saw,
and
or is that in the building too?
no, it's over there.
Okay.
Basically, as you make your way into the building, you kind of glance up through like the rubble of the building, and you see that over in that portion of the water.
Okay, I'm going to spend one willpower and see and determine if there's any wealth in here.
There is nothing worthwhile in here, but since you got 3 successes on your scouting, so you see the movement over there. You also see there what looks like an intact chest under the surface of the water.
Okay, is there a like? How decrepit are these things? I can see through there through like a. It's just like a hole in the wall or a window that's rotted out and destroyed.
Yeah, it's like these buildings are largely ruined.
All right. Do I have a disadvantage if I try to hit that algae thing with a stone?
No, you can go ahead. It is short range, which is a -1, but other than that, you're fine.
Okay, throwing arm. Do I use that right now? I think so, right?
Yep.
I think I'll keep that.
Right.
I just want to see how it reacts, right?
You're rolling great today, Trev.
All right.
It was supposed to yesterday.
So you whirl your swing your sling, and let fire with the stone, and it hits, and it kind of inverts slightly like a jellyfish would. Before it kind of like bounces back up to the surface. And with your keen scouting, you can see that there's a little bit of smoke rolling off it from where you hit it with the stone.
All right. I'm going to go back to the group now.
Okay. Well, first of all, we're going to roll some initiative.
Game on, boys.
Is everybody or just me?
Currently, just you, because nobody else is aware as to what's going on.
Okay,
Let's
there are
just say
no
we're gonna
available
have to
results.
Okay. I'll give
Let me know when I can hit it.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. Right. There we go. You should be good.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going flying back to the group.
Okay.
And did my scouting catch all of these floating amoeba things? God, I love the graphics you did on these. They look great.
Well, you guys made the tokens. I just
No, you took our tokens and you made them like really cool black and white, old school
yeah.
fantasy art stuff.
Right. So you do see the one here.
Right.
You do see one.
Okay.
And you see the chest under the surface of the water here, and the chest still looks to be intact.
Right. Okay.
But you are up first.
I want to go back to the group. And I'm saying, I think we found jellyfish, moss jellyfish with acid skin. And I explained how I threw a rock at one and it started burning. And it's sentient and it's well camouflaged and it's between us and a chest full of treasure.
What?
And I'll point out over at the chest, and I'll try to rambling kind of like a not so accented, but like Donald Duck would react when he was really really excited or perturbed about something, like running back and forth and pointing, and it's like there's a treasure chest and there's monsters between us and it, but there's a treasure chest.
So you want me to kill some grass?
Preferably from a distance, because I'm pretty sure it's acid.
Yeah, distance isn't my thing. That's a trusty Zokatai type.
Yeah.
Thing.
So as
And
you
I-
guys
Okay, go
are
ahead.
discussing this, you do see this patch of algae, and it looks like whatever the creatures is largely transparent. It's just the fact that algae has grown on it from the sunlight and the water interacting, and it kind of slurps up onto the shore.
The Okadai's got good scouting, right? I say, Okadai, you can see that, right? I'm not making this up. There's acid monsters here. Is there any
Yeah.
is there any smoke burning when it's crawling across the ground?
It is leaving little rivulets of dead grass that is smoking in its wake.
Do I need to be at my turn to do a lore roll?
No, go ahead. You can make a low roll.
What is that?
Monster.
It looks like the stuff you'd scrape off the top of cold soup.
Not wrong.
Yeah, only a lot worse than heartburn from the looks of it.
You're gonna break his heart.
I don't think it has a heart.
Well, does the food we forget in the fridge not have sentience?
Well, I mean, eventually it seems to, but
There's
depends on
My
how
food
long you
doesn't.
leave it there.
there's something strange in the fridge today. I don't know what it is. It's green and growing hair.
All right. So, as far as you can tell, you've heard tales of these creatures. They're generally referred to as amoeba. They are primitive predators that absorb creatures into their relatively shapeless bodies. And as you look, oh, you can see like a couple of bones kind of bobbing in and out amongst the algae there. Nobody's entirely sure where they come from. There's rumors that they are waste products from the, like, basically the fires of creation. Others think that they're some sort of like demonic experiment. All that you know for sure is that they are always hungry, but their interiors are a very lethal poison that is one of the only poisons that is actually effective against undead.
Huh.
Oh, and since you got 2 successes, um, they are, because of their blobbiness, they tend not to take any damage at all from anything that pierces. They're largely immune, resistant to most weapons, but they are flammable. But with that, the rest of you may as well roll some initiative.
The ignore weapon. They resist to. They resist most weapon. They ignore anything that pierces them, and they need to be set. They're all
Can arrange that.
All right. Desi.
She's just kind of watching them with a half disgusted look on her face. Shakes her head, looks at Caldy. I don't know what you expect me to do about this. And she'll get closer to him and yank him back away from
Nice.
that thing and get ready to get further away.
All right, this one is going to come up. And it's going to attempt to glom onto Okatai. With an absorbing attack.
Oof.
So a bundle of slimy tentacles bursts out of it and wraps around Okatai. Cannot be
Worst thing is
parried.
you made the lore roll.
Yep, it can be dodged.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Is it a dodge or a parry?
It is a dodge.
Mm,
Remember, there's a -2 to dodge if you want to stay on your feet.
Are we in the marsh right now?
Yes.
Dodge move.
Yep. Oof. 2 is enough to throw yourself clear.
But I'm away from the thing.
All right. Okatai, you're up.
I'm gonna stand up as a fast,
Okay.
and I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay. So you can roll for your torches. You guys all see, like, as Okatai kind of strikes up this torch, this quivering ball of acidic jello seems to shift away from the heat. It seems to recoil from the heat. Will take us to Resin.
Just one second.
Yep.
Computer. I think I'm going to take Okatai's lead, and I'm going to light a torch.
Okay. And you still have your fast action if you'd like to move or anything.
Going to. No, I'm going to stay there for now.
Okay. So you can roll for your torches just in case. Trustius.
Caldy, I'm gonna need you here in a second.
Wait, what?
Fast action, I'm gonna pull a scroll, or my grimoire,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Emulate on this thing. It doesn't like fire, you might as well light it on fire. I'm not going to use anyone's torches as an ingredient.
I think Did you click the wrong thing? Because it says chance cast.
It shouldn't have for Immolate, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't have.
Immolate. Oh, sorry. I did. I clicked chance casting. I shouldn't have.
Yep. Yeah, you want to drop the safe casting down to, I think.
Safe casting to 1.
Yeah.
And then what's the scroll? Is that psychic power? No, that's
No, the scroll lets you safe cast an additional level, I believe. I should look that up.
thought it gave a power level or something.
Let's find it. I know all the archery rules because I play an archer. It does. So the rank is considered one step lower than usual. So Immolate is level 2 normally.
Immolate is level 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be counted as level 1.
So I should be able to safe cast that by 2, right?
Yeah, it might be that scrolls aren't included.
Yeah, I don't think they're part. But safe cast 1's fine because it's 0 dice regardless.
Yep.
So power level 1 takes 1 point of damage, 1 ongoing.
Okay. So yeah, so as it starts to bubble and boil, and then it like recoils greatly, and your spell seems to have more effect than you would have thought.
That's me.
Okay, Caldy.
Caldy will move back by Trustius, and I think he's going to just whip another rock at it. See what happens.
Okay.
The one Trustius hit.
Yep. Another hit, another like pop and sizzle, and this time you actually see the rock dissolve as it contacts it.
All right. Any noticeable damage to this thing?
None.
God damn it. I keep doing effects and I keep not doing anything. All right. And yeah, that's me standing slightly behind Trustius now.
So on the other side of the fire.
Okay.
So I guess it's going to go for Desi, who is not on fire.
Oh, we forgot to put Desi on fire.
I mean,
Ooh,
oh my god.
multiple suck
Oh.
attack.
Jeez.
So it splits into small things that throw themselves at you in a deadly rain of slime. Everybody,
I would like to not get hit by those.
everybody within near range. So everybody needs to make a move roll.
Can we do dodge or?
It's actually, yeah, it would be a dodge if you have any bonuses that apply.
Oh, thank God.
But yes, it showers over everybody.
Ew.
So the good news is you only have to succeed at the move test. You don't need to beat all 5 successes that I rolled.
Oh, Jesus, good.
Okay. So I get a +1 modifier, I think, for dodging. I'm just making sure
Yep.
before I roll.
Keeps trying to add plate armor.
Yeah, just click it off.
Yeah, I unchecked it. It was
Yeah,
just
I got-
one of those.
So I get +1 to whenever I dodge, and I can dodge an unlimited amount of times in the same combat as long as it's not by
Yeah.
the same opponent.
Yeah.
Same here.
Caldy.
Aldi's gonna push.
Yeah, I had to
Right.
push too.
Sorry, Chris, I pushed
Oh,
and I just
no.
realized. Sorry, I pushed and I realized I have hard to catch. But if I just spend the one willpower, is that going to be enough or no?
I'll say yes.
Okay, I'll do that. I don't know if I can get rid of the push damage or not.
Yep.
With Path of the Shield, is there any chance I can parry on Caldy's behalf?
Um, you got one success. I'll let you use the success for you or for Cully.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh.
I bring nothing to this combat, so take it.
Yeah, we'll pick him up later.
I have Path of the Shield too.
Yep, but it's not a parry.
Where's my Defender? I also have Defender 3. I can parry an unlimited number of times in the same round of combat, but only once against the same attack.
Yep, but it can't be parried.
Oh.
It's a wrong
Well, if
monster for you.
If it can't be parried, then it can't be parried. Path of the Shield does nothing. Because Path of the Shield is specifically parrying.
So yeah, so this thing just like explodes and like just this rain of these tiny little like leech-like organisms just shower over everybody. Ryzen is a halfling. Is like, oh shit! Ducks out of the way behind like some toadstools and tree rubble. Tezzy throws herself to flat. Everybody like gets it except poor Culdy, who takes 5 points of damage to his strength.
Oh, jeez.
Aldi only has 2, so he's out.
Got any armor?
I do.
You can roll for your armor.
I will roll for my armor. How do I roll for armor? Never done it before. Chainmail on the same page, right?
Yeah, on the combat tab, you'll see a little thing down at the bottom that says armor.
Can I push this one too?
Nope.
What?
All right. So your armor sucks up 2 of it, so you only take 3.
I'm at that goes to
Goes to
or
strength.
what was? Yeah, I'm at -1 right now.
And your armor takes a point of damage from the skull.
Did you adjust that or should I?
I got it.
Okay.
And Culdy is lucky, is he not?
Aldi is very lucky. He's got lucky 1.
All right. So you get to roll twice and take the one you prefer.
Which dice? What die do I roll? D6 or?
It's a critical roll. So either an impaled shoulder,
Okay. Or
or a skewered groin.
oh, my shoulder!
Oh, my shoulder.
Oh, my shoulder!
Oh god.
All right. So you cannot use anything that requires 2 hands.
Okay. As a general rule, I try not to anyway.
Poor Caldy.
So that's going to be for 3 days. But the good news is that does cause that one to disappear. I mean, there's all kinds of little like amoebas around here, and now you get an idea of what the amoeba reproductive cycle is probably like. Because these things will just continue to absorb matter until they grow.
Huh.
When your reproductive cycle include explosion.
Desi, you're up.
Um I fight things with bones and flesh, not gelatin.
They have bones. I mean,
Other people's floating in them.
It's not their
Yep.
bones. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of important that it's their bones and their blood and their bits.
It's theirs
But
now.
torches seem to be- Yeah. Torches seem to be effective though.
this one over here is recoiling from Caldi and Ryzen. Both of whom have torches, and you can see like where Trusty's basically held out his hand and it kind of bubbled and boiled a little bit, and it's kind of like that spot is getting like redder and redder as it like. Yeah, it does not seem to like fire.
I will, since shields are going to be useless in this, strap my shield to my back and haul out a torch.
Okay.
She's also going to move down here.
You won't be able to move if you're like stowing. You can drop your shield and still
Okay.
move.
Nope, she needs to keep it. It's a trophy.
Okay. And you can roll for your torches. Okay.
Well, better
No,
for my
no.
torches than I did for my food.
Oh, it doesn't like being on fire.
So yeah, the one that was up there with you guys with the torches basically just kind of like slurps back into the water. And trust us, you can see like it's still like bubbling and boiling from where you immolated it. Takes us to Okatai.
Is he there?
Don't know if you're talking York, you're muted.
Ah, stupid.
All been there.
Want to save you from the background noise, but I did forget.
Yep. that works.
I'm gonna try to close the distance and hit it with my torch.
All right. You will need to make a move roll as you kind of slide down into the actual like waist deep water.
Yep.
Perfect. Not a problem.
And I don't have that would work like a club, I guess.
Yeah, we'll say like a club.
So this should work close enough. Is that a monster?
It is very much a monster.
It's the definition of a monster.
So sword fighter doesn't apply, spear fighter doesn't apply.
Monster or Dragon Slayer applies, but that's it.
Yep. Just making sure that anything that doesn't have to be Thick is not thick.
Yep. So yeah, so you swing your torch at it, and it does seem to be whatever goop it is made out of is highly flammable.
It'd take damage from Emulate
On fire.
if it didn't take the action to put it out.
Yep.
If it matters.
Yeah, it's not smart enough to put it out, so it's continuing to bubble and boil. That'll take us to Ryzen.
I guess I will move forward with my torch and try to burn it.
Okay. Much like Okatai, you need to make a move roll as you kind of slide down into like the kind of neck deep water on you.
Oof.
Right. So yeah, you do slide down, but you fall prone in the water. You still have your other action if you'd like to get up, but that will end your turn there.
Yep. Yes, please.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, the water was a little bit deeper than you thought. It takes us to Trustius.
I'm gonna reach out to Caldy.
Okay.
Poor Caldy.
With his 3 willpower.
Gonna borrow some of that though. If and you don't mind.
Just, yeah, I have no problem with that. Just put me out if I'm on fire. Maybe drag me away from the flame.
So I'll prick my finger. Well, I actually agree. It doesn't matter here. He's not resisting. Can't safe cast.
Oh,
God damn it. That's what happens when you get greedy, right?
yep. Ooh.
Oh my god. Oh, Caldy, I just killed you.
He had it coming.
Right. So I'm going to need you and Caldy. Oh, geez. So anybody who's within a arm's length of you for the rest of the quarter day are exposed to the contagion.
Hey, we're all leopards.
I am not.
You're not
I knew
nosy.
Rusty was
You're
going to
okay.
give gonorrhea to somebody eventually.
I think I'm okay.
So I'm going to need Caldy and Trustius to both give me endurance rolls.
I can't.
That's right.
Ugh.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Magic, man. Magic.
Are we going to get TPK'd from green slime?
Green slime TPKs a lot of people in D&D
It does.
because everybody's like, "Oh, okay." All right. So when exposed to a dangerous contagion or infection, you need to roll an opposed roll for endurance against the virulence rating. Typical disease has virulence 3. This was virulence 7. The day after the infection, the disease breaks, at which time you take 1 point of damage to both strength and agility. You cannot recover strength or agility while sick except through magic. Make another sickness roll once per day. Every failed roll means you suffer another point of damage to strength and agility. If strength is broken when sick, you die after another day.
Okay.
You got a day to give me a strength back, guys.
We're all right. We're all right. How much willpower you get, Caldy?
3.
Can I take 2 of those?
You can have all 3 if you want them.
I will take all 3. Because the spell still works.
Yep.
It just really, really sucks for Caldy.
Yes, like infected while I had a massive open wound.
Like the narrative of this is probably just Caldy screaming as Trusty is holding by the throat or something. Maybe by the wrist, and this poor goblet is just like bubbling and getting pustules and shit.
These little acidic leeches like sliding off his body. Caldy, still down. Thankfully, you don't have to make death saves.
Woohoo.
Sorry, bud.
You're out of the will.
One to get there. Another one to get there because there's no fire over. Oh no, there is fire over there now.
There is fire.
Fire everywhere.
So yeah, you do see another one starts to like move up, but it's kind of hovering at kind of like the edge of where your warmth zone from your torch would be, not able to actually get any closer. I mean, you never know. It does have some ranged attacks. You might luck in and roll one. Oh, it does. So I'm going to need everybody within near, which is everybody, to make an endurance roll. As it exudes this reeking cloud of smoke.
Can't push it. Only got one strength left.
It's an endurance roll.
Endurance roll. Caldy doesn't have to worry about it.
Dizzy rolls like 100 dice.
That many? I rolled 7.
Seemed like a lot. I only rolled 2.
It's mostly your strength.
Trustius will tell everyone else to stay away from me and Caldy, though.
All right. So Trustius and Ryzen, as this thing kind of belches forth this noxious green fume, it's like a mixture of like rotten meat and organic decay and like strong acid that like just rips your nose hairs out. Both of you just fall vomiting and are unable to take actions until initiative 10 of the next round.
Oof.
Basically, you miss your next turn. Desi.
This is not something I could fight.
Torches will work.
I can try to hit it with a torch. I guess. What's Amoeba 1 doing down there?
It is trying to get away from the two people with torches that are chasing it into the water.
Oh, okay then. I will try to hit Amoeba 2 with my torch.
Okay.
Because he's never fought with a flaming stick before. I don't even know what I would do with that.
So it'd be a melee roll with +1.
She really only knows how to like fight with a sword, so I imagine that's how she's trying to handle it.
Probably Caldy's our best fighter with a torch because he
Yeah.
knows how to fight with a mace.
Just stab him with the flaming bit. Pretend it's a point.
So I have to move from near to arm's length
Yep.
for that. So I'll get a +1 because technically that's charging.
Yep. Charge the slime.
Charge the slime with
What
my
could go
burning
wrong?
stick.
Oof.
Not bad.
So as you run into it with this flaming torch, it kind of like it starts to pop and sizzle and burn. It's very acrid to your sense of smell.
Ugh, that's nasty.
But I believe you still have your slow action as well.
Eh. Um. I don't suppose I could use Path of the Blade to take a second attack.
Path of the Blade is for any melee attack.
Oh. Well then. Wait. Why do I still have a slow attack?
Is charge a slow action or a fast action?
When you move near to arm's length,
Yeah,
it's a slow action.
is it a slow action?
A charge is it says when you move from near to arm's length, you can as the same action.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, perfect.
Slash, stab, punch, or shove. So I assume this is a slash.
Yep. But you could Path of the Blade for sure.
Okay. Oh, Breath, I miss you so much. Still using her torch, I guess. So it would be another melee.
Yep. With
Okay.
the +1.
Oh,
That's it.
do I push it? Yeah, I do. That's better. Kinda.
Is it?
I mean, why do I have... Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Amoeba 1 is trying to get away from Okatai and it is on fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
Mm.
Oh,
I'll light the next one on fire when I get a chance after I give leprosy to Caldic.
right. Okatai.
Does the one I set on fire starting to get weaker?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Like it is like fleeing from you and Ryzen and Trustius.
I'm gonna try to finish the job. Hit it with the torch again.
Okay. So it goes sloshing through the water.
Is that a move again?
Yes. No, actually, you're already in the difficult terrain, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Basically, the move rolls are when you move into difficult terrain, I believe. Once you're in it, then you're like slosh, 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 slosh.
It's kind of like Twilight 2K.
Yep. But you can chase it down and make a melee attack.
Yes. Sorry.
No worries.
Trying to get the thing to work. Yep. Another Darkwood Spear.
Okay. It's definitely starting to look like there's parts of it that are solidifying as it burns and continues to ignite from Trustius' magic. There's parts of it that are solidifying, kind of flaking off. Ryzen misses at this turn because of the noxious cloud. As does Trustius.
Yep.
Caldy is still unconscious.
Oh God.
This one needs to get away from Desi. Oh, it does not. You get a free attack at it, Desi, as it moves.
Is it a melee attack?
Yes.
I assume. Okay.
Go to old attack of opportunity in a way.
I'm not pushing this time.
Okay. That was its turn. Desi, you're up.
I suppose I'm not near range anymore, am I?
No. You are now short range.
Yeah, it's away from us. That's all she's worried about right now.
Yeah, like it seems like once
and
they get
there's
hit with the
no one
torch,
else.
they like retreat.
Oh, Okutai.
Yeah, Okutai is chasing one down.
Yeah, okay. More power to him. He's got spears and can hit it from a distance. I don't. She's going to start heading toward Trestius and Caldi to check on them.
No, stay back. Stay right there.
You
We're
Don't.
barfing all over the place.
Contagious.
Yeah.
What did it do to you?
It's fine. It's magic. Okada can fix it.
Right.
Keep you safe till then.
Just stay there.
This thing is trying to get away from Okutai, but he's chasing it, so it is going to attack him. Ooh, Acid Spit. Against the adventurer within near who has the highest strength. It's only Okutai. So a maelstrom forms in the body and it like fires like this like solidified clot of mucus at you. You can dodge it if you would like.
How nice. So it's kind of.
So you can dodge. You cannot parry.
Oof.
I feel like I'm gonna parry that.
Okay. You
I'm
can't.
gonna push that. I mean,
Yeah. Right. So you do throw yourself aside as this like acidic poisonous glob barely misses you. But since you are prone, it is going to continue to move.
you really don't want those things to touch me.
Let them run away.
That will bring us to Okutai.
I'm gonna stand up as my fast action.
Okay.
I cannot run after. Well, I cannot hit it again. I mean,
Now it seems like these things, like with their like undulations, they are quite quick.
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
just gonna like shake the flame in front of me, like the intimidation with a torch and Conan,
Gotcha.
just to push them away.
Okay. Okay. Ryzen, you've kind of gotten the acrid smell out of your nostrils along with your breakfast, but you're good to go.
So I can see what amoeba number 2.
Yeah, it seems like they are trying to flee, and like one of them turned around and attacked Okatai when he just wouldn't let it go.
Action. I'm inclined to let them leave if they're leaving us alone at this point.
Perfect. Yeah, it seems like the flame from the torches and Trustius's immolate um, drives them back. And as long as you don't like force them into a corner like a wild animal, and as long as your torches hold out for as long as you're here, you should be okay.
Can you heal Caldy?
I can heal 1 or 2 points. Yes.
I mean, 1 point to Caldy is a big deal.
Okay. I'll go heal Caldy for 1 point.
Okay. Do you want to use willpower or do you want to make a medicine roll or a healing roll?
I'll just use a willpower. I don't want to chance screwing it up at this point.
Okay.
And you don't want to come close anyway.
That is
So
true.
will that bring me? Will that bring me to 1 or to 0?
To 1. Your eyes kind of flutter open. You feel ill. You feel drained.
Good, everybody. I think those things are infectious. I'll cough and gag a bit.
Will take us to Trustius.
If they're going to leave, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yes, as long as like if you guys don't chase them down, they will leave and they will stay away as long as you have fires going.
Yeah, so I'm good.
Okay. Caldy.
Cully will crawl. Well, Cully will say, "Wait, what about the treasure?"
Just stay still and close and away from everyone else for now.
We can grab the treasure. They're gonna go. They're not gonna come closer as long as we got torches out.
And yes, as long as you guys keep your torches going, they will. Sorry, wait, like you can see them floating, bobbing on the water, but they do not come close as long as there are torches.
Well, all right. I got to go to bed. So
Yep. So I think what we'll do, we'll pick up next time with you guys, kind of picking up the treasure, but we'll very quickly do XP.
okay.
Um, let me find my thing. Oh, there we go. There we go. So quickly, participate in the game session. Yes. Travel through at least one hex. You have. Discover a new adventure site. Yes. Defeat one or more monsters. Yes. Find a treasure, 1 gold worth or more. You will once you get to the chest, so yes.
Does the pouch that was given to us count?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, just for future reference.
Yep. Build a function. No. Activate pride. No. Suffer from your dark secret. No.
Surprisingly, no.
Risk your life for another PC. Oh, does he had the opportunity? But nope. Extraordinary actions.
Caldy pulled off, what, 2 or 3 straight scouting rolls with 3+ dice? I mean, maybe. Maybe.
I don't know.
Those are good rolls, though, right?
Those,
Like
those are
that's-
good rolls, but there was nothing like role play or decision making about it. It was just luck of the dice.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was extraordinary.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
either. But thank you.
Right. So it looks like 5 XP.
Awesome.
Wow. This seems like a lot.
Not bad.
Like,
Well, it's one of those things, right? The game encourages you to go out and explore and fight monsters and get loot.
true. Yeah.
So, but what I like is that things are cheap enough, so like you can go and do all that stuff one session and get like 5-6 XP, and then in the next session you can like just role play everything, get the 1 XP for participating,
It doesn't hurt you.
and you don't fall
Yeah.
behind, right?
Marvel game was so long to advance in.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the pace of Forbidden Lands.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite systems for sure.
Oh, it's a solid system, and more people are on like the Forbidden Lands Discord going like, "Hey, so what can you tell me about this game? Because I'm looking for something new to play, for reasons."
It's good.
Yeah.
And we won't get into reasons because I have to go to bed. So
All
I'll
right.
see everyone on
night,
the next one.
Have
Cheers,
a good
guys.
night. Have a good trip,
Night,
Merc.
guys.
Thank you. I'll be back on the. Should be here for the game on the 16th.
Perfect.
So
I look forward to your photos.
thank you. Feel free to write me off in this game and Cthulhu how you see fit for now.
We'll make sure that maybe Ryzen's going to experiment with some amoeba recipes or something.
Oh. Or I can do stuff. Or I can do stuff at the village while everybody is off adventuring, and I don't know. We'll figure that out or something.
Yeah, we'll come up with something. No worries. All right. Have a good night, folks.
Thanks. All right.
Night.
Take care, everybody.